everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kamaya and today I'll be doing a tutorial on these short knotless box braids with curly ends. The hair that I'm using for this style is the Afri Natural Pre-Stretch Braiding Hair by Main Concept. It is in the color 1B99J, which is basically off black with the burgundy-ish purplish color that I showed previously ombre into it. This hair is 52 inches and I only used one pack. I use this dividing tool to just separate my braiding hair to make it easier and more organized as I go through. And when I'm breaking the pieces apart, the pieces are around the same size, but they're not exactly the same. And also I intentionally break off some pieces smaller just in case I don't want the braid to become thicker when I'm feeding in a certain piece. I'm starting off by using my Miel Organic Leave-In Conditioner from their Pomegranate and Honey line. And I'm using this Wild Growth today because the concoction of oils that I usually use is all out. And I'm using my favorite Shine and Jam, and I just use a good fingertip amount of this, and I just slide that down on the roots of my hair to try to make it as sleek as possible. I'm using this edge brush to also just ensure that the roots are flat and sleek. You could choose to use as much or as little Shine and Jam as you want. And what I did is I started off by plaiting my natural hair for about 3 or 2 times. Do it until you feel comfortable enough and ready to feed in hair. So at this point, I felt ready to feed in hair. And I have 3 strands of hair, as you can see, for my natural hair. What you want to do is either of the outside strands, you want to feed the hair into either of those, whichever one your hand feels more comfortable feeding it in. So here I'm going to give another example. I have 3 strands. The one towards the front is the first strand. I'm going to call that strand 1. The one in the middle I'm going to call strand 2, and the one towards my back I'm going to call strand 3. When you're feeding in, you always want to rest one strand of the braiding hair onto strand 2, which is the one in the middle. And whichever one, whether it's strand 3 or strand 1 that your hand feels more comfortable slipping the braiding hair under, you feed it into that one. In this case, mine felt more comfortable slipping it into strand 1, so that's why I fed mine into strand 1. When you're feeding in at the top, also try to make sure you're not feeding in very big pieces. Try to feed in one of the smaller pieces because then it will be a noticeable difference in the size of the braid, like ridiculously noticeable as you're going down. The visuals and the instructions of how to do this style in this video are not explicit enough for you. I have another tutorial on how to do knotless box braids that I'm going to link in the description box, and I'm also going to link that at the top of this video right here. As I'm braiding down the length of my braids, some of the braids, I separate these very skinny, tiny pieces, like about this size. And I go back later to curl those to give it a more, I don't know, it just gives it a messier, curlier, cute look. Now for the ends, I break off a small piece again and I wrap that around the end of the braid. For this part, you could use a rubber band, but I prefer to do it this way. And to secure it, I just make these little loops around my finger, pull the hair through it, tighten it, wrap again, and you could make loops as often as you choose to make it as secure as you want. I use the purple perm rods. Those are my favorite. Those give the best curls to me, to be honest. And I just wrap the hair around the perm rod like how I'm doing right here. Also, I'd like to recommend that if you want your hair to be slightly shorter, don't cut it before you curl it because it's going to be hard to wrap really blunt ends around the perm rod. After that's done, just get yourself a towel, some hot water, boiling hot water from a kettle, and a container that could fit the strands of hair in. Please put a towel on for this part because you could burn yourself, and if you don't know how or if you're scared, you could ask somebody for help. Basically, I'm just pouring the hot water into the little bowl with the perm rod wrapped around my hair dipped in it. And I leave it for about 10 seconds in the bowl of hot water. Then I take it out carefully and scrunch it, and I leave it there. Don't take out the perm rods immediately after dipping it. Probably wait a minute or like 45 seconds so the curls could set. And I'm just doing that for all the pieces that I'm curling. You could use whatever size perm rod you want or whatever curling tool you want to make your curls the way you want. Not like a curling wand or anything though, but whatever, like rollers, flexi rod, straws, whatever you want. I'm using the Edge Booster Edge Control. I'm using some of the Nairobi mousse, and I'm just going to apply that on the top of my head just to kind of set my hair in place and to have it look flatter and to just minimize the frizz and flyaway hair. I also apply a little bit of the mousse at the end of my hair. And I'm putting my headscarf over my head so that this could set overnight. You don't have to leave yours on for that long. 30 minutes is fine too. So this is the finished product of the braids. If you were wondering about how many braids are in my hair, I don't know, but I'll count right now. I have 3 at the back, and I'll show you how I parted as well. I have 3 at the back, then I went ahead and I made 6 above that. There's 3 at the back and 6 above those 3, so that is 9 so far. On the front sides, I have 5 right here and 5 over here, like that. So in total, I have 19 braids in my head, and this style could be worn with the center part or the side part, like most of my styles that I do. But I'm really feeling the side because with the hair not all being even, it's really giving bohemian goddess. It's giving goddess, as it should be. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos by me, subscribe to my channel and comment down below which part did you like better. Did you like the side part like this, or did you like the center part? Let me know which one you prefer. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.